If you're over 60 and your legs feel heavy, cold, tired, or swollen, 6 natural habits can support healthier circulation. But the most powerful one is not a supplement. It is learning how to use your own calf muscles as a pump. And one of the 6 habits can be done while you are still sitting in your chair. If practical senior health guidance like this helps you, subscribe now, because the first method corrects a mistake many people make, even when they exercise every day. Circulation in the legs is a two-way journey. Arteries carry oxygen-rich blood down toward your feet. Veins must move that blood back upward against gravity. Your heart provides pressure, but your leg muscles help complete the return trip. That is why a good routine must do more than simply get the blood moving. It should reduce long periods of stillness, wake up the calf pump, protect the blood vessels, and respect warning signs that need medical attention. Natural way number 1, break the stillness trap. You can take a morning walk and still leave your legs almost motionless for most of the afternoon. That is the hidden mistake. One workout does not erase every long, unbroken stretch in a chair. When your feet stay planted and your calf muscles stay quiet, the muscle pump that helps return blood upward is doing very little. Your ankles may begin to feel tight. Sock marks may look deeper by evening. The first few steps after standing can feel stiff and uncertain. The answer is not a punishing workout. It is frequent, gentle interruption. Every 30 to 60 minutes, change position if you safely can. Stand beside a stable chair, walk to another room, refill a glass of water, or take a slow lap through the hallway. If standing is difficult, stay seated and alternate between lifting your toes and lifting your heels. Then point and flex each foot several times. These small ankle movements contract muscles in the lower leg and keep the area from remaining completely still. Think of this as circulation maintenance, not exercise performance. You are not trying to become breathless. You are reminding your legs that they have a job to do throughout the day. There is also a useful mental trick here. Do not wait until your legs feel heavy to move. Attach movement to something that already happens: a television break, a phone call, a meal, or the top of each hour. A small habit repeated 6 times can matter more to your daily movement than one ambitious session you avoid, because it feels too hard. But brief movement breaks are only the beginning. The next method turns ordinary walking into a more useful circulation habit. Natural way number 2. Use the walk-rest-walk method. Walking is one of the simplest ways to engage the feet, ankles, calves, thighs, heart, and blood vessels together. Yet many people make one of 2 mistakes. They walk so hard that they dread doing it again, or they stroll so briefly and irregularly that the routine never develops. Start with a time you can repeat. That might be 5 or 10 minutes on a flat, familiar route. Walk at a pace that feels purposeful but controlled. Then rest when you need to. Repeat another short round if you feel steady. Over time, the goal is to build the total amount gradually, not to prove something on the first day. Imagine 2 people. One forces a 30-minute walk on Monday, becomes sore, and does nothing for the rest of the week. The other walks for 8 minutes most days, then slowly adds time. The second person is training a habit as well as the body. Consistency wins. If you already have diagnosed peripheral artery disease, walking may bring on an aching or cramping feeling that eases with rest. Structured walking programs often use planned cycles of walking and rest, but that should be matched to your condition by a healthcare professional. Do not copy an aggressive pain-based routine from the internet, especially if you have heart symptoms, severe balance problems, foot wounds, or pain at rest. For everyone else, use the talk test. You should be able to speak in short sentences. Wear secure shoes. Choose an even surface. And turn back before fatigue changes the way you place your feet. A safe walk should build confidence, not leave you stumbling at the front door. What if your knees, weather, or balance make walking difficult? That is where the next method becomes valuable, because you can train the lower leg pump without traveling anywhere. Natural way number 3. Wake up the calf muscle pump. Your calves are sometimes described as a second pump for circulation. Each time those muscles tighten, they squeeze the veins running through the lower leg and help move blood upward. The effect is simple, mechanical, and easy to overlook. Begin with seated heel raises. Sit tall in a sturdy chair with both feet flat. Keep the balls of your feet on the floor. Slowly lift both heels, pause, and lower them with control. Then keep your heels down and lift your toes. Alternating these two movements creates a gentle pumping action around the ankles and calves. If that feels easy and you are steady on your feet, try standing heel raises while holding the back of a strong chair or a kitchen counter. Rise onto the balls of your feet, pause briefly, and lower slowly. Quality matters more than height. Do not bounce, lock your knees, or use an unstable piece of furniture. Here is the detail many people miss. The lowering phase is part of the exercise. Dropping quickly lets gravity do the work. Lowering with control keeps the muscles engaged and also builds strength for walking, stairs, and balance. A modest starting point might be one set of 8 to 10 comfortable repetitions. Stop if you develop sharp pain, dizziness, chest discomfort, or unusual shortness of breath. If weakness, arthritis, neuropathy, or a recent operation changes what is safe for you, a physical therapist can adapt the movement. These exercises will not open a blocked artery. Their value is that they reduce stillness, activate the lower leg muscles, and make everyday movement easier to repeat. And stronger calves can support more than circulation. They help you push off the ground, control your steps, and rise with greater confidence. Now comes a method that works differently. Instead of creating movement, it uses position to reduce the pull of gravity, but only when the type of leg problem fits. Natural way number 4. Elevate for swelling, not for every kind of leg pain. By late afternoon, do your shoes feel tighter? Are there sock marks around both ankles, especially after sitting or standing for hours? For mild swelling related to fluid collecting in the lower legs, raising the legs while resting can help that fluid move away from the ankles. Lie back or sit in a supported position and raise your legs on pillows so they are comfortably above hip level. Support the whole lower leg rather than placing a hard edge directly behind the knees. 10 to 20 minutes may be a practical starting routine, particularly after a long period on your feet. Elevation is useful because it changes the effect of gravity. But this is where poor circulation becomes too vague to guide you. Swelling can come from vein problems, medication effects, or conditions involving the heart, kidneys, or liver. Arterial problems can feel different, with symptoms such as exertional calf pain, a cold foot, color changes, slow healing wounds, or pain in the foot at rest. A pillow cannot tell those causes apart. Do not automatically buy tight compression socks either. Compression can help certain vein-related problems, but it is not appropriate for everyone, especially when arterial blood flow may be reduced. Ask a healthcare professional to check the cause of persistent swelling and whether compression is safe for you. One-sided swelling that begins suddenly, especially with warmth, redness, or tenderness, needs prompt medical attention because it can signal a deep vein clot. Chest pain, sudden shortness of breath, fainting, or coughing blood is an emergency. That is not the moment for walking, massage, or elevation. Once serious causes have been ruled out, position and movement can work as a pair. Elevate during a rest period, then return to gentle ankle motion instead of staying still for the rest of the evening. The next method moves from the outside of the legs to the inside of the blood vessels. Natural way number 5. Eat for the vessels, not for a miracle ingredient. There is no tea, seed, or spice that can flush the arteries in your legs. The more useful approach is to build meals that support blood pressure, cholesterol, blood sugar, and body weight, the same factors that influence blood vessel health. Begin by adding, not merely banning. Put vegetables or fruit into more meals. Choose beans, lentils, oats, or other whole grains more often. Include fish, nuts, seeds. or olive oil in place of foods that are routinely heavy in saturated or trans fats. This pattern supplies fiber and unsaturated fats without turning one food into medicine. Then look at salt. A large amount of sodium can encourage fluid retention and raise blood pressure in some people. Much of it does not come from the salt shaker. It hides in packaged soups, processed meats, sauces, instant noodles, snacks, and restaurant meals. Comparing labels between two versions of the same food can reveal a surprisingly large difference. Hydration matters too, but drink more water is not safe advice for every older adult. Drink regularly according to thirst and your personal medical guidance. If you have heart failure, kidney disease, significant swelling, or a prescribed fluid limit, follow that plan rather than forcing extra water, because a video called it good for circulation. Picture the practical result. A vessel-friendly lunch is not a mysterious tonic. It may be lentil soup with less sodium, a piece of fruit, and a short walk afterward instead of a processed meal followed by 2 hours in a recliner. The meal and the movement reinforce each other. Food supports the system gradually. It does not erase a clot, replace medication, or repair a severe blockage. The strongest final method follows the same principle. Protect circulation by addressing what quietly damages it. Natural way number 6. Control the risks you cannot feel. The circulation factors doing the most harm are not always the ones you can feel in your legs. High blood pressure can be silent. High cholesterol usually gives no warning. Blood sugar can damage blood vessels and nerves long before a person connects it to a numb toe or slow healing sore. And tobacco smoke directly threatens blood vessel health. This is why knowing your numbers is a natural circulation habit, even though it happens in a clinic or pharmacy. Keep track of your blood pressure as advised. Have cholesterol and blood sugar checked at the interval your healthcare professional recommends. If you smoke, getting support to quit is one of the most important steps you can take for the arteries in your legs and for your risk of heart attack and stroke. Medication deserves a clear word here. Natural habits and prescribed treatment are not opponents. Do not stop blood pressure medicine, cholesterol medicine, blood thinners, or diabetes treatment because your legs begin to feel better. Instead, bring changes such as new swelling, dizziness, cramps, or color changes to your doctor or pharmacist. Some medicines can contribute to swelling, but the safe response is a review, not a sudden decision at home. Look at your feet regularly, especially if you have diabetes, numbness, or known artery disease. Check for a blister, crack, color change, or wound that is not healing. Problems that do not hurt can still matter when sensation is reduced. The goal is not to live in fear of every sensation. It is to notice patterns. Does calf discomfort repeatedly start after a similar walking distance and ease with rest? Is one foot consistently colder? Is swelling new, one-sided, or getting worse? Clear details help a clinician separate a muscle problem from a vein, artery, nerve, or medication problem. The best natural circulation plan after 60 is not one dramatic remedy. It is a rhythm. Interrupt long sitting, walk in manageable rounds, activate the calf pump, elevate appropriately when swelling is the issue, eat in a way that protects the vessels, and control the risks that stay silent. Start with 2 anchors tomorrow. After breakfast, take a short, safe walk. During your longest sitting period, add ankle pumps or a brief standing break. Once those feel automatic, add calf raises, improve one regular meal, and schedule the health check you have been postponing. Do not try to install all 6 habits in a single day. A routine becomes useful only when it survives ordinary life. Choose the easiest action, place it beside an existing habit, and repeat it until it feels normal. Then build from there. On a busy day, 5 minutes of walking and several ankle pumps still count. On a stronger day, do more. This flexible approach protects consistency, which is the real engine behind gradual change in mobility and confidence. Your legs do not need perfection. They need repeated signals. Move, pump, recover, nourish, and pay attention. Those signals may look small, but together they protect something enormous: the confidence to stand, walk, shop, visit people, and keep living life on your own terms.